Alright, what is going on, guys? It is your boy TKD123 here, back in here on PlayStation Source, and I'm gonna take a little break. Okay, I've been bumping CLB for about 15 hours straight now. I'm gonna just take a break on it, okay, and I'm record this video here for you guys. Now, this is gonna be kind of a part 2 because yesterday we did talk about the whole dilemma around there not being a free PS4 to PS5 upgrade with Horizon Forbidden West, which you should definitely go check out that video if you guys have not checked it out. But this video, we're gonna talk about all of the different additions that you can get for Horizon Forbidden West, what they come with, all the goodies in there, and of course this new mini puzzle game here they got going on, or board game in Horizon Forbidden West called Strike. We'll be detailing that at the end of the video. But before we get to all that, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like on it, as well as hit subscribe to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in PlayStation. Alright, going back here, the first one here is a pretty obvious addition. Okay, it's a standard edition. This is just going to be a little reminder that you will not be getting the PS4 PS5 cross-gen version of Horizon Forbidden West with the standard edition. Just gonna be tied to what you get for the platform, either PS4 or PS5. And I will be reminding, around every edition, I will remind you guys which ones have that PS4 PS5 version for Horizon Forbidden West and which ones do not. Next up, we're gonna cover the edition that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna buy. That is the digital deluxe edition. When you purchase this one, you do get access to both PS4 and PS5 versions of Horizon Forbidden West. Make sure to keep that in mind. And you also get these really cool skins here called the Karja Behemoth Elite skin and the Nora Thunder Elite skin as well. Now, these skins are definitely going to be reminiscent of the names that they are named after, where the Karja Behemoth Elite skin is going to be reminiscent of the Karja tribe in Horizon Zero Dawn, and the Nora Thunder Elite skin is going to be reminiscent of the Nora tribe outfits in Horizon Zero Dawn as well. But another skin here that you get is the Nora Legacy skin and spear. So this is definitely reminiscent of Aloy's Horizon Zero Dawn look, but it also borrows exact different cues from Rost, of course, the father figure to Aloy in Horizon Zero Dawn, that unfortunately, spoiler alerts, he has passed away. He has deceased and sacrificed his life to make sure that Aloy lives on throughout the game. And it even was spotted here by a user on Twitter, and Gorilla had to give them the kudos because they spotted it as well. So it's definitely very clear and apparent that this is borrowing from Rost. Very cool styling. I love that it's called the Legacy skin. Very cool stuff right there. This edition also includes 2 special weapons called the Karja Behemoth short bow and the Nora Thunder Sling. Of course, the bow and arrow and the sling, those were in the first game. You all sure already know what that's about and everything. You also get in-game resources pack that includes ammunition, potions, and travel packs. In-game Apex Claw Strider machine Strike piece. Now, Strike is the board game that I was talking about. We will get to that at the end of the video, but as I move on from these editions, I'm just gonna list off these and I'll explain the Strike stuff later on at the end of the video. And then we also have this thing where it's an exclusive photo mode pose and face paint. A lot of people got confused yesterday because the way it's shown on the actual picture of the edition, it looks like it's just unlocking photo mode for this edition specifically, but it is just different poses and face paints for photo mode in the game. Photo mode is going to be a feature across any standard of the game, no matter which one you get, but you're going to get new face paint and different poses in the deluxe edition and other editions in this whole thing as well. You also get a really cool digital art book and digital soundtrack for the game as well, along with a digital version of the Sunhawk, which is the first Horizon Zero Dawn graphic novel. So I'll read the synopsis here for the novel. It goes as follows. Horizon, a far future Earth full of epic natural beauty and forgotten ruins, where awe-inspiring animal-like machines are the dominant species and humans struggle to survive in pre-industrial tribes. In the aftermath of a titanic battle that almost laid waste to the capital city of Meridian, Talana, one of the greatest machine hunters in the land, struggles to find her place in the rebuilding effort. Making matters worse, Aloy, her trusted friend and confidant, has disappeared. When a new threat emerges in the hinterlands, she must decide how best to serve her tribe, her friends, and herself. So Talana in the Sunhawk graphic novel, I'm gonna keep it honest, I vaguely remember her in Horizon Zero Dawn. I honestly forgot. I am going to stream series Horizon Zero Dawn towards the end of the year this year, but I really forgot her role, so I'll get more of a refresher when I play the game and everything. But this seems like it's going to be happening at the same time where Aloy leaves for the West to deal with this whole thing that she's dealing with in Horizon Forbidden West, seemingly. So it looks like this is gonna happen, after Aloy leaves, and pretty cool, like a little prequel thing. Not sure how much it'll tie into the Horizon Forbidden West storyline, maybe it's just stuff to kind of contextualize what's happening in the original Horizon Zero Dawn region and everything. So pretty cool to see that there overall. Next up here, we have the special edition of the game. This will not include PS4 to PS5 version. This is only going to be, you know, if you buy the PS4 special edition, that's a PS4. You buy a PS5 special edition, PS5 special edition, y'all know the drill. But you will be getting a steelbook with a physical copy, which is pretty rare in this, you know, in these editions. There's some that we're going to get to here that do not have a physical copy of the game. This one will have a physical copy of the game in the steelbook, as well as a mini physical art book instead of a digital one, and the game's digital soundtrack as well will come with the special edition as well. Oh, and this special edition will also include the Nora Legacy outfit and spear, just in case you're wondering. That's the only skin that it comes with. Kind of weird that they left off the other Karja and Nora skins, but I guess as a trade-off with the digital deluxe edition, you do get a physical art book at least and the steel case, so I guess it all kind of balances out, but you only get the Nora Legacy skin anyway. Next up here, we have the collector's edition. We're getting to the two big boys here in the different editions that you can get. This edition does come with the PS4, PS5 version, so no matter which way you're going to go, PS4 or PS5, you'll be able to play the game. That's great and all, but it is going to be a digital copy. I know a lot of people were very upset about this whole thing. I understand that. I'd be kind of mad too, I guess, but it's going to be a digital code if you buy this version as well, but at least it'll come with a steel display case. It will come with the steel book with a steel book display case. So, you know, those are primarily just, I guess, art pieces at that point. They're not really meant to even house the game because the game is digital. So at least you get that to look at. It looks pretty cool overall, so you know you can't really hate on it. But what is really cool to look at on this edition is the Tremor Tusk statue with the mini Aloy as well that is ready to combat this huge Tremor Tusk. Now, if this looks familiar, this was seen at the end of State of Play when Aloy was fighting it, so that's a really cool kind of connection there. But among that, you'll also get the mini art book, the two special outfits, the Karja Behemoth Elite and the Nora Thunder Elite, the two special weapons, the Karja Behemoth Shortbow and the Nora Thunder Sling, in-game resources pack with the ammunition, potions, and travel packs, the in-game Apex Claw Strider machine strike piece, the exclusive photo mode pose and face paint, digital soundtrack, and of course the digital Sunhawk graphic novel from Horizon Zero Dawn, along with the Nora Legacy skin too. They don't list it here on the blog. I don't know why they don't do that, but yes, the Nora Legacy skin will be in this edition as well. Now, last one here, the big boy, the Regalla Edition for Horizon Forbidden West. This will include the PS4, PS5 versions as well. Once again, you can get either or with this edition. Once again, keep in mind this will be a digital version of the game, so no physical copy of the game. You do get this really cool replica Focus with a stand. That's really lit. Like I really want that Focus for sure. But you also get two art print cards and also replicas of a Sungwing and Claw Strider machine strike pieces as well. So these are once again connected to the Strike board game that we'll talk about just after this edition. And you also get this beautiful canvas map of the game's map. I really want to have a higher quality version of this map just to see it, because, like, you know, this is the game's in-game map, and so it looks like there's gonna be a lot of water incorporated. Of course, we know that with some of these swimming mechanics that are in Horizon, but pretty cool to see the pretty much, you know, if not the whole map of Horizon Forbidden West, and you'll be able to have it on your wall, all that great stuff. This edition will come with a steel book case and the steelbook display case as well, just like the collector's edition, along with a different version of the Tremor Tusk. This one is going to be outfitted with the armor that we saw in the end of State of Play when Aloy was fighting this big homie. That is great. That looks dope. It's the actual armor, unlike the collector's edition, which just has the like regular Tremor Tusk, which still looks dope, but you know, this one has all the armor and different stuff like that. And we actually saw a little bit of this in real life with Herman Hulse posting a Twitter video of it, and it looks lit. He did say that this version that you're seeing on screen from his video is a prototype of this final statue, and the final statue is going to have a little bit more to it in terms of detail, but pretty cool to see it there in action. Really happy he shared that video on Twitter. Along with that, you'll be getting, of course, the mini art book as well, the two special outfits including the Karja Behemoth Elite and the Nora Thunder Elite, the two special weapons, which is the Karja Behemoth Shortbow and the Nora Thunder Sling, in-game resources pack, including ammunition, potions, and travel packs, in-game Apex Cross Strider machine strike piece, exclusive photo mode poses and face paint, digital soundtrack, and the digital version of the Sunhawk, the graphic novel. So that was all that will come with the Regalla edition of this game. Now let's talk a little bit about Strike. So they have here on the FAQ page of Horizon Forbidden West, they have a little synopsis here about Strike. So Strike is the board game played by inhabitants of the world of Horizon. It is played with carved wooden and metal pieces in the shapes of machines. Aloy will be introduced to Strike in Horizon Forbidden West, and she can challenge many different NPCs to a match. So the way this sounds, right, you know, yes, call me a FF7 fanboy, whatever you want to do, okay? This kind of reminds me of Fort Condor, and I'm kind of hoping that it plays like it, right? I mean, both of these games, you're using pieces that are your enemies in the actual game and everything. So, you know, maybe it won't be a strategy, you know, real-time type of game. Maybe it won't be just like Fort Condor, but that's what it kind of reminds me of, and I'm hoping that it has a similar gameplay style, because I loved Fort Condor in FF7 Intermission. I loved that game board. So if we could bring something like that here to Horizon, that'd be great. So that's pretty much all we got here for this video, guys. Let me know which version are you gonna get. Are you upset that some of the higher tier editions don't have the, you know, physical disc involved with the game? Are you gonna get the digital deluxe version like me? What are you gonna get? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure also while you are down there, that description does have our Discord, our Twitter, and an Anchor link. That way you can listen to Save Slot Podcast, and of course Road to Forbidden West once that show premieres later on in the future on podcast services like Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, etc. Like the video if you enjoyed it, as well as say subscribe to PlayStation Source to keep up with the latest and greatest in all things PlayStation and Horizon Forbidden West. Thank you all for watching, and as always, greatness awaits.